Hello and welcome to Patch. I'm your host, Paul James. Today I'm joined by Matto Phillips. How are you, mate?
I'm good. Super. It's almost the end of the year.
We can
Don't know
finally
how
get
many
some sleep.
more. I'm sleeping. I don't know how many more. We got episodes to do with Patch
I don't know,
before.
1 or 2 maybe after this one. I'd imagine 2 at the absolute most. Who knows? Next week we could just not show up. See what happens, everyone. No, we'll do at least one to probably recap on what we're covering today. So, anyone who's not checked the title of the episode and then just click through because they saw the patch name and like you can't miss that. It's staple viewing for the week or listening for the week. We're talking about the Game Awards. We're predicting the Game Awards. It's the event that nearly brought us unstuck because we predicted them so well last time.
And we weren't even trying. We just went with the stupidest name or the stupidest game. And for some reason, most of the time, the stupidest name won.
Yeah. Well, especially when we were in the esports area, we were nailing those and we had no idea what we were talking about. That just seemed like seems like a cool or dumb name, so we went for it. So similar to last year's format, for anyone who checked it out, what did you say? There was 30 categories.
30 categories.
Yeah, we got 30 different categories. We're going to roll through all 30 of them. Not what we think is the best game or whatever.
Strap yourselves in.
Yeah. It's not what we think is the best game or esports team or content creator or whatever. It's what we think will win. So that we can keep that sort of stuff for our Game of the Year conversations early next year. Though, if anyone's checked the Player 2 website, I've not been overly shy about what mine is lately. So for Game of the Year. So,
hey, I'm the same here. You and me in the same boat. For Game of the Year.
You got the same game in the end. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, right. We'll talk about that more later in the year.
Yeah.
Let's not spoil it for now.
Yeah, we don't want to shoot our shot too early. All right, so we're starting things with best esports event, which to me is instantly hilarious because I'm shocked that there were esports events last year, but apparently there were. The 2021 League of Legends World Championship, the International 2021, whatever that is, not even
international. How can international work? No one could move anywhere. Were they just doing it in their houses? Remote? Who knows? We don't know.
The PGL Major Stockholm 2021.
What the hell is a PGL?
Pro Gamer League.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh no, that was a stab in the dark. But the PUBG Mobile Global Championship 2020. So not even this year. Good work, Jeff.
2020. Did we even do a prediction last year? I don't even know. I have
no idea.
I don't even know what I did in 2020 or 2021. It all just feels like one big year.
None of it happened. It's actually just like, and the Matrix is coming out. It's all just part of the Matrix. Like, it never happened. And
it's all resetting.
Yeah, you'll pop your blue pill and wake up and whatever. Did I get them right? Blue or red?
Your blue pill. Just pop your blue pill in and there you go. Yeah. Just wake up. I can't remember.
Try that at home.
I'm not a doctor.
That was not official medical advice. And if you do it, it's your own stupid fault. And the final one is the Valorant Champions Tour Stage 2 Masters. Any thoughts?
No. I'll go with the 2021 because it'd just be funny that an event from last year wins this year.
I'll go with League of Legends because League of Legends is big.
It is big. Especially,
I am tempted by the International simply because they haven't outlined what that is, so it could be a ton of games.
Could be anything. Or maybe it's just...
Let's just take a stab in the dark, actually. I'll flip that. I'll go the International because I have no idea what that is, and that is exciting in and of itself. So our next category is the best esports coach. And this is where things always start to get a bit fun because we've got some interesting names. Whether it's because they've just created themselves a subtitle, like a screen name that makes no sense, or simply because they're of a background that I'm just going to butcher the pronunciation of their name. If that's the case, I'm sorry. Best esports coach, great. We've hit one of those tricky ones straight away. Airrat, that's how it reads. Airrat Silent Gaziev. Andrei Enk Solikov. Oh, this is horrible. Andrei, that's good. That's gonna be Blade. B1ADE. Like
Or
Andrew Blade
by a D.
Horenziki. I don't know. I'm so sorry to these people. James Crowder.
Oh, you nailed that one. Got it.
Kim Koma
Be
Yonggun.
careful.
Yeah, I was very specific about that one. I have absolutely no idea. But I'm throwing my support behind James Crowder because, firstly, there was no need to call yourself Crowder if your surname is also Crowder. And he's the only one that I'm confident I didn't completely annihilate his name. And so I want to respect that.
I'll go the was it the Andrew one? Because that was the name you butchered up the most, especially the last name. I'm not even going to even attempt it. Old.
Yeah, I got no idea.
Oh, Rodensky. We'll go with that. It's not. That's probably not even right.
Good luck to whoever you are. The best esports team. Now, at least some of these teams we've seen before. Like I'm here. I've heard about a few of these teams in the past, and it's clear that there was actual events held because I can see a photo of one of the teams and they're wearing masks.
Hey, that I never know now. You go through your nominees first.
Atlanta FaZe playing COD. DWG Kia playing League of Legends. Natus Vincere playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Sentinels for Valorant. And Team Spirit for Dota 2. Matto?
Well, I'm going to guess that the internationals are for Dota 2 because that shield looks exactly the same as what.
Oh, it does too.
I'm going with Team Spirit.
Yeah, I'm going to go Team Spirit as well, simply because they're the only ones that look like they actually competed in the last 12 months, simply because they're wearing masks and everyone else should have been.
Yes,
you
that's what I was going to say.
Fuckers.
You wear your bloody masks.
You're indoors. The rules hadn't changed yet. All right, best esports athlete. Great, we're in for another one of these.
Athlete?
Yeah.
Athlete?
That should be a whole other topic at some point. Esports.
I don't think you see these people in a Gatorade commercial anytime soon.
Oh, I'm sure if they're based in Korea, they might be, because the way they put some of the Korean esports players up on a pedestal is insane. They'll probably be promoting everything, including sports drinks, for no good reason. But best esports athlete, Chris Simp Lur.
Oh, good start.
Simp. Heo Showmaker Sue. Magomed Collapse.
Mango Man.
Kalilov.
Oh, Mango Man.
Yeah. Alexander. Simple.
We got
Kostiliv. And Tyson Tens. No. I'm going to assume the G is silent. I hope I'm right. I have to go between Simp and Simple because apparently... Or actually, no. We'll go the opposite way. I'm going to rule them both out because neither of them are original enough to come up with names that were just going to be replicated by someone else.
Oh, fair. Oh, good point there. Good point.
So one of these other three could Bradbury it, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm going the Showmaker because that's just arrogance all over.
Yeah.
Just Showmaker.
Yeah, I can get around anyone who's got that sort of cocky strut. So I'm going to go with Heo Showmaker Sue as well.
Even just look at these pictures, he's got the thumbs up like, yeah, I'm just going to absolutely destroy these punks.
Yeah.
On the other side.
Then again, we do have a bloke that's, blowing out finger guns too. So with Tyson Tens, no. So like there's a bit of arrogance there that I can appreciate with that bloke as well. But yeah, Showmaker it is. The best esports game presented by Grubhub.
What?
It's listed there next to it. Presented by Grubhub.
I can see it. No, I can see it. I was just thinking.
Look, it'll be just like how the Americans got a little bit confused in the past week because we had the Melbourne and Sydney have the PlayStation to plate thing that's been going on, and it's being provided supported by Deliveroo. I'm sure they all got real confused when they said, "What the hell's a Deliveroo? Where's Uber Eats? What are these Aussies doing?" So, Grubhub. I don't know what it is, but it sucks. It's not Deliveroo. Best esports game, Call of Duty. Not a specific one, just Call of Duty. So that could be Warzone. That could be
Vanguard.
Can you count Vanguard? Probably not because it's not had enough time yet. But what was the one that came out last year?
I got no idea.
Who cares? It's all the same at this point. Call of Duty, Global Strike Counter Offensive, Dota 2, League of Legends, and Valorant.
League of Legends. Like you said before, it's huge. And Call of Duty, there's a lot of problem with cheaters. No, we're talking about esports here. No one cares about Call of Duty. There's better everyone plays Counter Strike more than Call of Duty. I guess
Yeah, I
or
would have
Dota
gone
2.
Call of Duty had it not been for Warzone being what it is, but Warzone's kind of, I think, stolen a lot of people, and that's just a battle royale, so the nature of the competition's a bit different to the old school kind of multiplayer matches that used to be run. So yeah, I'm kind of with you that I'm not going to go Call of Duty. That could also actually work out to be the better thing. Like, it's the only battle royale of all those games there, so I don't know, but I'll go Valorant because it's kind of the newest kid on the block, and it's been really popular, and I don't know, maybe that works for it. It's kind of a fresh face. Most anticipated game presented by Amazon Prime Gaming. We've got only 5 selections, and to be fair, I can understand why all 5 of them are there. I'd say they're probably the 5 most anticipated games for across the board next year. Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, still the Untitled Breath of the Wild sequel, so the sequel to the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Starfield. What's your most anticipated game for next year, Matto? Before you actually declare which one you think will win.
Well, it's definitely not going to be Breath of the Wild because I have no care for Breath of the Wild. Full stop.
Yeah, we can put a line through that one.
Also, we've seen nothing of it, so cross that out. Starfield, same thing. We've heard about it at E3. That was it. I haven't heard anything else.
Yeah. They had a developer diary thing go up in the last week. Todd Howard and whatnot spoke for about 7 or 8 minutes on it. So
that all 7 or 8 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Well, remember, it's not E3 yet, so watch it E3 when he rolls out in his leather jacket and he steals half the Microsoft showcase as he used to do in the Bethesda days.
Still with his big bag of money, just giving it to people,
rolling in it.
Just because it's just loose change is just that roll of money is just loose change for him these days. Elden Ring, don't really know. It's just Dark Souls, isn't it? Pretty much. I don't know.
Sorry, what'd you say was your personal one?
I haven't even got to it yet. I'm just yelling at the
you're
names.
just working through the list.
Mine, Horizon Forbidden West, because we have seen gameplay of it, and I'm excited for it. And that's the only reason why I'm going to buy a PlayStation 5.
Nice.
If I can find one.
There are only 2 games there that we've seen gameplay of, and that is Horizon and Elden Ring.
We'll say God of War. Did they have gameplay?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, we have seen gameplay for God of War as well. My bad. It's certainly the one of those gameplay-based ones that we've seen the least of. But yeah, you're right. Sorry, there's 3 of the 5 that we've got gameplay with.
All I remember is the boat, because everyone's comparing the boat animation from the first God of War to Ragnarok. Like, God, just get off the bloody boat. It's a good animation. Leave it alone.
Elden Ring beat a whole bunch of these games last year, so I think that's the one that's going to win. But for me personally, most anticipated one, and actually, I think part of that is I think God of War could have won it, but it's going to split a lot of votes with Horizon. The Nintendo fan, I think it's a 2-horse race between Elden Ring and Breath of the Wild, because the Nintendo fans will lose their shit and it's the only Nintendo game that they can vote for, so that's what they'll vote for. But I think the FromSoft fans are even more intense these days. Elden Ring won it last year, and I think it'll win it again. So my choice would have been God of War, but I think Elden Ring will win. Did you actually mention which one you thought would win?
Horizon.
Oh, okay. And Horizon was your pick as well.
Yes.
Sweet. I mean, I could see how it could win because it's so soon. Well, it's
February.
Yeah, February, and I mean, admittedly, Elden Ring comes out like a week later, but yeah,
I thought that was out.
That was the awkwardly named CNT, closed network test.
Oh right.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. I don't know. All I see is this Lance going through with the old dirty feet and sand on the footprints and all that. I thought it was out.
That game damn near broke me just playing the CNT. I was screaming the word quite a lot. Next one, Aussies represent. Best debut indie. We've got 2 Aussie titles in there, in The Artful Escape and The Forgotten City, as well as Canterbury Bridge of Spirits, Sable, and Valheim. What are you thinking?
Well, I haven't played any of them. I know Canada was one I was excited for, but I'm going with one of the Aussie ones. Just represent.
Gonna throw it out there. Pick one.
Forgotten City. I'm going with.
I think that's the best chance of those 2. I still want to play it. I've got it installed on my PS5, but I just haven't gotten there. I'm sorry. I will get to it. For me, yeah, I'd like to say Artful Escape or Forgotten City, but it's a real hard category. I think Kana wins because it's got it whipped up the PlayStation fans, being a PlayStation exclusive. So I think if they are going through and just going through every category, then I think they'll all stick their votes on Kana. The others, I mean, Valheim was huge. You can't necessarily rule that out, but I think a lot of because it came out so early in this kind of cycle for the 2021 awards, I think the buzz is kind of left. I don't know. I think Kana wins, and I hope, as much as I love Kana, I hope I'm wrong and it's either Artful Escape or Forgotten City. So we'll see what happens there. Oh, we're back to one that I've got. What is going on? Okay, Content Creator of the Year, Dream, with apparently we don't have a photo of this person. Whatever. Fusley, Gauls, Ibai, and Grefke.
Or was it Greg with a silent F?
Oh no.
Greg.
Yeah, it's spelt Greg, but then between the E and the G at the end, there's just an F stuck in there.
I feel like there's a typo. Was that a typo when you spelled it? It's right. That'll do.
I don't know. Jeff Keighley didn't make any typos in his tweets about Activision, so I suspect he didn't make any mistakes here. Just gonna throw that one in there. I have no idea. I'm going to. Oh shit! I don't know.
Yes,
because we all know because no one knows who this person is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the best looking profile picture there, and that is Dream.
I'm not going to rule out. I don't actually know who she is, but this Fusley person. I would normally, I don't know, just knowing the kind of the demographic that tends to be the ultra intense sort of gaming side, which is rightly or wrongly, it's heavily male typically. Certainly the most outspoken ones anyway. And yet last year I can't remember her name because I couldn't care less about any of the creators, but I think it was
Valkyrie.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, won last year, so I'm like, can't rule it out, especially.
But at least we knew who they were last year because there was Valkyrie, I knew, Alana Pierce, and of course our favourite content guy of last year was Tim the Tap Man.
Oh yeah,
for his inability to win a Fall Guys game.
Anything, yeah, until he finally did. I don't know. Maybe, and this is me just trying to spitball, maybe all the women out there, because obviously it's so dominant. I mean, even with all the esports stuff that we've seen so far, it's all been men as well. Maybe it's this is an opportunity to make sure that and I totally understand that too. And she might also be good with a really big audience. I'd have no idea. So good luck to her. I hope she does win, but Dream just because you got a stupid bullshit profile picture that apparently there's no photo of you. No one knows who you are or what you are.
Maybe that is him.
All right, we're now getting into games. I think we've left all that sort of other stuff behind now. So, best multiplayer: Back 4 Blood, Knockout City, It Takes Two, Monster Hunter Rise, New World, or Valheim.
Oh, as much as I did enjoy Monster Hunter Rise, I feel like I'm just going to go with Knockout City.
Yeah, righto.
Because I think a lot of people enjoyed that game. I haven't played it. But I know there's also It Takes Two as well, but
yeah, that's my vote.
That's sort of more of a forced two-player game where sort of Knockout City and all the other games you can play solo, but
I mean,
I haven't played any of them. Except for Rise, but I don't know if that's kind of your best multiplayer game. Speaking of
I don't think Monster Hunter Rise is the best multiplayer.
So speaking of Monster Hunter Rise, I got to look at that stupid Sonic thing as well.
Oh, how bad does it look?
It looks horrible.
I'm sure terrible. People enjoy it, whatever, but it looks awful.
No, I just looked at it, just laughed. I couldn't help myself. It's like, I know you're already making Sonic look bad enough as it is, and that's just scraping the barrel.
But stop making Monster Hunter look bad in the process. Fuck, Sega. For me, It Takes Two. I mean, obviously, probably outside of Monster Hunter, which is kind of a single-player game that you can also play multiplayer. Everything is obviously clearly designed for multiplayer, so this comment may seem ridiculous, but it's the best game designed for multiplayer of the lot. Like it's got a clear. There's two people. You do this. You do this. Everyone's got their roles, and you have to play to those kind of rules. And there's nothing broken about it. It's seamless. Everything works. It's exactly what you want from that sort of experience, whether that's couch or online. So I also want to see Joseph Farris get up there and scream and shout. So.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Fuck
Are we
the
allowed to
Oscars.
say, are we allowed to say, It Takes Two, or are we going to get,
Oh, yeah, or is Take Two going to come after us?
What about those people that sing the song about This Take Two? Are they going to take them
Oh,
down
that
as
existed
well?
before the
Take Two.
Take Two ever existed? Yeah, who knows?
So are we allowed to say Take Two? So when people are on movies go, right, Take Two, or do they have to skip
We're just going
it
to
like...
get copyright struck now. We mentioned a name we shouldn't have.
Oh,
It's
no.
over. Best sports and racing game. F1 2021, FIFA 22, Forza Horizon 5, Hot Wheels Unleashed, Riders Republic. Forza, right?
Forza. As much as Rise of Republic is fun, but it's nowhere near as good as Forza.
Yeah. I mean, Forza and the people, the fans are still, they're all saying the same thing. Forza Horizon 5 is the highest rated game of this year on Metacritic, and it didn't even get a gig in the Game of the Year awards, in the actual Game of the Year award of the Game of the Year awards. It's going to absolutely win its category. So, and if it doesn't, holy shit.
All I'll say is, I'm glad that NBA 2K didn't get a gig. I'm so glad, because it's rubbish.
Next one will be an interesting one. Best sim slash strategy: Age of Empires 4, Evil Genius 2, World Domination, Humankind, Inscription, and Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Ooh. Flight Simulator or the one out of the cereal box. Age of Empires.
I don't think Flight Simulator, because it's last year's game. It came out last year for PC.
Oh. Well, maybe just for that reason, just for a game that came out last year to win this year. No, I'm going to go with Age of Empires. Even though there's probably, I don't know. Oh, what's the other one? The Inscription.
People are losing their shit over Inscription, but it's also still really niche. So I don't think it'll win because of that. I'll go Age of Empires.
Yeah, I'm going the old Kellogg's box special of Age of Empires.
Fingers crossed. And another Microsoft award there. So again, quit your complaining, Xbox fans. You're getting your wins. Best family game: It Takes Two, Mario Party Superstars, New Pokemon Snap, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, and WarioWare Get It Together.
I was sure it's not Mario Party, and that ruins families.
Yeah, it doesn't bring us together. It actually pushes us all apart.
Yeah, pushes all apart. Pokemon Snap, is that... So it's family friendly, but is it
It's
really...
very family friendly.
Very family friendly.
And it's very good. But It Takes Two wins again.
I was going to say WarioWare, just for a laugh.
This is typically the Nintendo award, but Nintendo isn't winning it this year. So
It Takes Two?
Yeah, I think It Takes Two. I mean, Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury is the best game on the list, but there's a recency bias thing. I think everyone's forgotten that game came out it was the very first release of the year back in January, and it's also 2/3 of it is a remaster of a game that came out on the Wii U. So I think that even maybe gets a few votes taken away from it. No, it's hardly anything new about it. So It Takes Two. Best fighting game. Oh, I got nothing here. Demon Slayer. Oh shit. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hinokami Chronicles. Actually, I don't think that was too bad. Guilty Gear Strive, Melty Blood, Type Lumina,
Melty Blood,
Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, and Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown.
Oh, it's got to be Nickelodeon All-Stars.
I so desperately want to throw a vote on Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Guilty Gear will win.
Guilty Gear?
That's my tip.
I'm going Melty Blood, just because.
Sweet. We'll move on, because that's a genre we don't know shit about.
No, we know nothing about
now here's an interesting category. Best role-playing game, because the very first nominated game is such a contentious title. Best role-playing game, Cyberpunk 2077.
Why
Monster
would you Hunter
Rise?
Oh. Okay, yeah, go through, yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077. Sorry, I did leave the big pregnant pause there before I went back to Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter Rise, Scarlet Nexus, Shin Megami Tensei 5, and Tales of Arise.
I'm not entirely sure why you would put a game in that's, to this point, still isn't finished. Being Cyberpunk.
The PC version still
Xbox.
works a treat. So
Well, Xbox doesn't. That's just dead. PlayStation dead. It doesn't come out till 2022.
I mean, they only let it back on the store on the PlayStation side in the last couple of months. So
I know, yes, it is getting positive reviews from new people, but I'm one of those people, especially you, who brought a statue of it, and to this point, still hasn't played it because it's unplayable on PlayStation 4 and your Xbox.
every statue still in my possession is behind me here, except that one. It got ditched off the side. Fuck you. I'll try and find a way to sell it one day. Maybe when the game's actually looked upon positively again, then I'll try and offload it.
As I say, maybe you should get Keanu Reeves to sign the statue.
Yeah, that makes it a very interesting. Yeah, okay, Keanu, if you're coming down for Matrix or something, sign up.
Or just send your signature in the mail and we'll just sticky tape it. Oh, Dad, it's just a typical CD Projekt Red patch job.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to win this.
Oh, actually, you can do it call it the day one signature where it just looks like shit.
Oh, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, it's just fake.
It's fake, undone.
It's an unfinished product.
Underwhelming. There you go.
A complete rip-off too. I'm tossing up between Monster Hunter and Tales.
I've only played Monster Hunter, but I'll just go for just cause. I'll go Scarlet Nexus because it looks cool, and I haven't played it yet. I will get to it.
Yeah, no, I'm real keen to play it as well. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the. I know I can get it on Game Pass, but I'm a PlayStation guy. I want to get the game kind of cheap, so. And it has gone on sale plenty of times, but in each of those times, I've not been overly cashed up. So I know it's only a matter of time before it goes on sale again, and I'll grab it. So looking forward to that. The hardcore Monster Hunter people, I reckon might get it over the line. I'm going to go Monster Hunter, but I reckon if I was to throw a personal tip as to what my personal preference, I'd be going Tales, just because Monster Hunter was amazing as well, but I think Tales just pips it.
Well, people might not go Monster Hunter with the whole Sonic added thing. Everyone will just go, "What is this?"
Yeah, possibly.
Rubbish.
Yeah, it might actually hurt it.
Just heard it.
All right, this one is an interesting one because there's a lot of Game of the Year. In fact, 4 of the 5 or 6 Game of the Year contenders are on this next list. There's only one that's not. Best action game, adventure game, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. That's the game that's not on the list, but I think totally deserves to be. But anyway, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village.
Oh, I'm 100% going Guardians of the Galaxy because it'll just be funny to see a game that wasn't nominated for Game of the Year beats all the other Game of the Year nominees. Because they just scratch your head in confusion, go, why?
I mean, I don't think they know what they're doing, so there could be something to that. I'm tossing up between Metroid and Resident Evil because both have kind of crazy fan bases. Again, Resident Evil, giant witch lady stepping on you, weird.
Big claws.
I'm going to go Metroid though, which maybe shows my hand for the Game of the Year to an extent.
Oh, you don't know. It could be something else.
It could be something else. Best action game, Back 4 Blood, Chivalry 2, Deathloop, Far Cry 6, and Returnal. Returnal, another game that should absolutely have been in that final cut for the Game of the Year, but it wasn't.
Robbed.
What say you? What have you got? What are you thinking?
I'm going with... It's definitely not Far Cry 6 because we've seen the same game of that the last 3 times already in games.
Yeah,
I'm going to go
I've found a fair few things different about it that I've quite liked, but I do still see what you mean. Certainly most people... The prevailing opinion isn't that it's fresh.
It's the sausage dog it's the sausage dog is that it's getting you over the line.
Oh no, it's not that.
And the crocodile.
Yeah.
Or alligator. It's not a crocodile.
Chorizo and Guapo. They're pretty awesome. And no, it's a crocodile. It's a crocodile.
Is it an actual crocodile?
Yeah, it's an actual crocodile.
Well, not an actual crocodile.
Well,
it's
actual video game crocodile.
It's not an alligator. It's not one of those American things. I'm just going Deathloop.
Yeah, I'm going Deathloop.
Just because everyone's been saying good things about Deathloop.
And it's the only Game of the Year nominee in there, so I figure that just wins, right?
Oh, yeah, fair point.
I'd like to see
That's
Returnal beat him, but I don't think it will. Best VR/AR game: Hitman 3, I Expect You to Die 2, Lone Echo 2, Resident Evil 4, and Sniper Elite VR. Hitman 3.
Hitman 3.
That's my pick.
That's your pick? Is that because he's just wearing the VR
No,
as we speak?
no, but like Resident Evil 4, people got the shits up because they removed some stuff that I don't know, was to appease modern tastes, in terms of, you know, the way women are objectified and all those sorts of things. And while I agree that the stuff was inappropriate, it is a time capsule and it should, you know, shouldn't be. It should just be preserved the way it was. People can use their brains to reflect on that stuff. Personally, I'm not the one that's, you know, all up in arms about that. I just don't think it's going to win because a few people are of that mind. Sniper Elite, no one really cares about Sniper Elite. I Expect You to Die 2. Could be great, but I don't think many people will have played it. The maybe strongest contender is Lone Echo 2 because it's meant to be pretty great and the original was amazing. But I think Hitman 3 just wins because it's, even if you didn't play it in VR, people still know what Hitman 3 is about because they've played, you know, with a controller or whatever on their PlayStation or Xbox or PC. So you'll get people voting just based on, well, I know that this is an amazing game and I'm sure it's great in VR too. So that's kind of my logic.
Oh, fair point. Fair point. I'll just go. I Expect You to Die 2 because I just laugh because it looks like the lowest production game in there. It gets outdoes the other big ones. That's what I'm going.
A category we know less about now: innovation in accessibility. Far Cry 6, Forza Horizon 5, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and The Veil: Shadow of the Crown, which is a game I have no idea about. I've never heard of that last one. Got a pick?
I'll go Forza because I've heard things about accessibility in that game.
Yeah, I think it's a two-horse race between Forza and Ratchet, and I'll go Ratchet on this one. Having played both a lot, and look, Forza does some incredible stuff, but there's a few just, and I think the type of game that Ratchet is kind of lends itself to it a little bit more. The ultra slowdown feature that you can implement, so that just means like you don't have to rewind like in Forza and, you know, try again. You can just straight up crank that, you know, time down to, you know, 0.1 of the normal speed and stick whatever jumps you need or navigate like you can do all that sort of stuff. They've brought all the other features that were in Miles Morales from last year as well. Like there's just and I think they've picked up a few things from what Naughty Dog did with The Last of Us Part 2 last year, which was the winner in this category. So I think they'll win. Best community support: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14 Online, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky.
As much as I'd hate to say it, as most people think, I'm going to go Fortnite. Only for the reason being just the amount of stuff that they've done. They've done like in-game concerts and all that.
Yeah. And even as of today, when we just recorded, they announced that The Rock is coming to Fortnite. Like, now it's obviously too late for the voting, but for the actual, you know, jurors and the media outlets and that sort of thing. But that's just another side of what they're doing. Yeah, I actually think Final Fantasy 14 wins because that's riding the high of what's happened with World of Warcraft this year and all these people coming across and falling in love with Final Fantasy 14 Online. All these people trying it out, and so it's kind of the fresh thing in their head. So I think Final Fantasy 14 wins, but if it doesn't, it's because Fortnite continue to do what Fortnite does. So I've just got a feeling about Final Fantasy 14 because of all the Activision stuff and what that meant, and I think that rides that into a win. Best mobile game: Fantasian, Genshin Impact, League of Legends Wild Rift, which I'd never heard of, Marvel Future Revolution, and Pokemon Unite.
I'm just going to go Genshin. I don't know why. I've never really heard the other ones. I didn't know there was another Pokemon game on mobile.
Yeah, it's a mobile MOBA. And people were losing their minds over it for a while there. Apparently it's pretty good for what it is, but I haven't tried it out myself and won't because I'm not a MOBA person and I know that they're a deep well to fall down. I'm going to go... actually, no. My pick would be Fantasian. I think Genshin wins as well. Fantasian's made by the people who actually created Final Fantasy in the first place and left several years ago. Best Indie: 12 minutes, Death's Door, Inscription, Canter Bridge of Spirits, and Loop Hero.
Death's Door. I played 12 minutes. It's okay. It's not great, but Death's Door just trumps all over the other games.
I so desperately want Death's Door to win. I think it will. So it won't be 12 minutes. I'm shocked that actually got a gig in there. So many people hate that game in the end. It's coming to PlayStation in like a week or something like that, which is great. And I might try it out there just because why not? We'll see if I get time. But no, Death's Door for me as well. Let's move on. And Kana, very, very close second because Kana's amazing. Best ongoing game, which I think is very similar to the community support one, and unsurprisingly, most of the games are the same in here. But anyway, Apex Legends, Final Fantasy XIV Online, Fortnite, Genshin Impact, and Call of Duty Warzone.
Well, let's just cross out Warzone for now, just because of the problems of cheating. Because a lot of people moved away from Warzone, went to Apex or Fortnite or whatever because of problems with cheaters. But I'm not going to go Apex Legends either. I feel like I'm going to go with you. I reckon Final Fantasy Online. Because, like you said, didn't it used to be dead at one stage and then all of a sudden
the whole Final Fantasy XIV story is like a 10+ year story. Like I think it was almost 2010 when it came out and it was dead on arrival. They fixed it up a couple of years later and then it's just been this continual growth. And of course then what I referenced before with the World of Warcraft business and everyone coming across. I don't think it'll... So compared to the other category before, which was... What was that exactly called again that I said it was going to win? Community support. I mean, there's not a huge amount of difference, but like there've been ultra transparent updates and all those sort of things. I think versus the ongoing thing here, which is where I think Fortnite really comes into its own because that's live all the time. It's like the nature of the two different sorts of games. I think actually suits Fortnite better. So I'll be throwing my vote at Fortnite this one. No, well, wouldn't be where I throw my vote. It's what I think will win.
It's a fair point.
Games for Impact. So just to be clear for people, that one for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. Before Your Eyes, Boyfriend Dungeon, Chicory: A Colourful Tale, Life is Strange: True Colours, and No Longer Home. Life is Strange.
I got no idea because I don't know what the stories are for these games, so I can't.
Yeah, it's really one of those you can only know if you've really played them for the most part.
Where's unpacking?
Yeah, where is unpacking? What the fuck? Then again, what pro-social meaning are they trying to... It's pretty subtle.
Unboxing. Trying to figure out where something goes.
That should be the best indie, by the way.
OCD.
Yeah, okay, there. Nicely justified. All right, it's sweet, belongs on the list. Life is Strange for me because it's the highest profile game of the lot. I think that's just a...
Yeah, fair point.
It's an advantage that the others just don't have. Best performance: Erica Mori as Alex Chen in Life is Strange: True Colors, Giancarlo Esposito as Anton Castillo in Far Cry 6, Jason Kelly as Colt Vaughn in Deathloop, Maggie Robertson as Lady Dimitrescu in Resident Evil Village, and Ozioma Akaga as Juliana Blake in Deathloop.
Ooh. I'm going to go with Maggie Robinson because out of all the characters, I haven't played any of the games. She's the one that everyone was talking about.
Did you get
for other reasons? No, I think I just got amazed by her height. No, I got really amazed by her height. I was like, whoa, and the nails.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh my god, she's tall.
I'm going to go with Ozioma because I butchered her surname. Both names actually, I think. And Juliana was actually like really well put together in Deathloop. So I think I'll go there. Giancarlo might win because it's Giancarlo and people lose their mind over him. But he did do a fantastic job in Far Cry 6.
Fair point.
But I'm gonna throw some love because the only one that I butchered the name. My bad. Sorry. Best audio design: Deathloop, Forza Horizon 5, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Resident Evil Village, and Returnal.
Ooh. I'm going to say either Resident Evil Village or Returnal, only because they're, I would say, survival horror type games, and you got to get the audio right. You got to get the audio right for that. Otherwise, it would just be a survival game.
Yeah, I'm similar sort of logic. I'm all for Returnal. I could make an argument for Ratchet because of the way it uses some of the features of the DualSense and whatnot in terms of some audio as well, like the speaker and the controller and all those sorts of things. I think are really handy, and what they do with it's quite cool. But Returnal does all of that and more, and it does it better. Did you actually pick one way or the other out of those two?
I'll go Resident Evil Village.
Hopefully one of us
Since
is right.
Since you've gone with Returnal. As
Best
much as I love
score and-
Forza,
Yeah.
much as I love Forza, but it's just a radio and some people talking and cars.
Yeah,
It's
no, I'd agree. Oh,
much as
look
I
who's
love-
come back. Best score on music. The Artful Escape, Cyberpunk 2077 for a second
yeah,
time,
it is
Deathloop,
Cyberpunk.
Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, and Near Replicant version 1.22474487139.
Is that Pi? No, that's not Pi.
Absolutely not.
Not even close to Pi.
Guardians,
Guardians?
because of how it uses that licensed soundtrack. It's incredible. I stopped for like great chunks of time. Now, admittedly, they are known songs, I guess, but I stopped for giant chunks of time and just listened to the music. Shouldn't have, because I was racing the clock for a review, but I still did.
You can't just rush a game with good music. You can't do it.
You got to stop and enjoy it.
You gotta stop and enjoy it.
Want to shout out Artful Escape again? It's an Aussie title, and the whole thing is based around the music. But yeah, for me, it's Guardians. What about you?
It's definitely not Cyberpunk.
Nah.
Once again, unfinished game. I'm gonna go with near replicant version 1.22474487139. That sounds like a bank number. Is it a bank account number?
Try it.
Is it a code for a free game?
Don't try that. It's probably not going to work. Best art direction. The Artful Escape, Deathloop, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Psychonauts 2, and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart.
Oh,
This is a hard category.
it is a very hard category. I feel
I'm
like
gonna
just
go
going
Kena.
Ratchet and Clank. Kana? I was just going to go Ratchet and Clank because of its portals. That was the other reason why.
Yeah, I mean, that does help it. But I think a few people, including myself, have kind of seen through those now that we're a bit removed from it. It's still scripted. It's not quite as crazy as people think.
Wow, that's the case then. Let's go to the Artful Escape because
Aussies.
Aussie represent.
I'll go Kena because there's no better looking game that's come out this year than that. And it still has a ton of like visual style to it as well. We're near the end. Next category is Best Narrative. Deathloop, It Takes Two, Life is Strange True Colors, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, and Psychonauts 2.
I'm going to go Life is Strange because that is a very narrative type game.
I've got
It's
no
all
idea.
about narrative. I'm just going to go Life is Strange.
Psychonauts 2. Because
Psychonauts too?
I don't know. It's entertaining. It's Tim Schafer. It's doing a whole bunch of cool stuff when it comes to like psychology stuff. But this is all based on hearsay because I still haven't actually played it yet. I just bought it in the last week, so again, could have played it on Game Pass. I'm a Sony pony. Best game direction, which is usually the one that precedes Game of the Year. Deathloop, It Takes Two, Returnal, Psychonauts 2, and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart.
I'm going Returnal because Returnal's not on Game of the Year.
Yeah. I want to.
Probably had the better direction.
Deathloop wins.
Deathloop wins.
Oh, actually, I don't know. This is potentially me showing my hand for the next one. Actually, no, I'm going to flip that. I'm going to go It Takes Two.
Oh.
Because it's incredibly done. And Game of the Year. So we've kind of touched on this. I was right. There was 6. Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village.
Oh, it's such a tough one this year. It's not. There's
Because
not really
there's no
one
obvious
game.
standout.
Yeah, it's not something like last year where it was The Last of Us Part 2, or a couple of years before that, there was like Red Dead, and another good game, Spider-Man. They were great games,
Yeah,
but they got outdone by God of War because it was that much better.
exactly.
Even though Red Dead 2 and Spider-Man were great games, it just unfortunately, they were in the wrong.
half a step
They were just in
behind.
They were 1 year probably either too early.
Yeah, they were the A pluses, but
Then
God
A
of War was an
plus
S tier. Yeah,
or your quadruple A.
yeah, exactly right. Good luck to the initiative with that. I'm going Deathloop because
Has there ever been a tie, or do they go to like sudden death?
no, I think that's where the fan vote comes in, so that doesn't happen.
Oh, okay.
But I think Deathloop wins because this is a more accessible version of Dishonored from a few years back. And so I think people who might have pushed back on it a little bit in the past will get on here. It's got a cool story. It's got like, real good personality. I think it ticks a lot of boxes, but it's not the best game on this list, but I think it's the one that wins.
Yeah,
what about you?
I'll go Deathloop. I'm going Deathloop as well. I've played Metroid Dread. It's not making me go, wow, this is a great game yet. I should say yet, because I haven't played too much of it yet. But going by reviews, I'm going with Deathloop.
Psychonauts is the only one on the list I haven't picked, and there's so many people that want to make a big deal about. Sorry, that I haven't played, I should say. So many people want to make a big deal about it. I don't think it could win. Metroid would be the one of those that I would say is the best. But, yeah, I think Deathloop wins. Well, with that done, we think Deathloop is going to be the one that wins Game of the Year. If I was actually there, able to in a position to watch it live, and I'm hoping I will be, I would fall off my chair if Deathloop doesn't win. I think it's that.
I reckon.
Big of a
I reckon you'll be. I'll say you'll probably like throw your chair if Resident Evil Village wins.
I mean, I like Resident Evil Village, but
oh really?
Yeah, no, I liked it a lot. I've really come around on Resident Evil in the last few years.
Oh,
thanks to Player 2 editor Matt Houston, who's just been throwing everything at me since Resident Evil 7 came out. But yeah, I don't think it's the best game there. I don't know that it belongs in that 6, despite the fact that it's a weaker year. But anyway, that's the awards all done. We've been going for 48 minutes already somehow.
What?
Well, maybe we knock a couple minutes off for anything that was recording before we started. But we're 45 minutes plus. We need to get to
imagine if Damo was here, it would have been going for more than an hour.
Exactly, we'd be screwed.
Crazy.
And we're probably still going to hit over an hour anyway. I don't know how we're going to do the rest in 10 minutes. What do you expect to get announced at the Game Awards?
Oh,
because
right.
Unlike last year, where I listened back to last year's episode earlier this morning, we had a few things that Jeff Keighley had already tweeted out about in terms of what games would be there last year. So we had a few things we could lock in straight away. That hasn't happened this year. He's tweeted about some of the hosts that are coming along. He's teased something that he's been working on as a premiere for the event for 2.5 years with whoever the developer is. And it's an incredible honor for him, but he's said nothing in terms of games that will actually be there. So, it does leave things wide open for us.
Maybe there is nothing.
Yeah, he's just straight up
Games Awards. That's it. Nothing more.
Now it's quite possible by the time this goes live that he has teased a few of these things. That should be expected. His hype trailer will be going up. Well, will already be up by the time this episode goes live. He might have teased a few things in that. He's excited because it's on stage again, like properly on stage with, people face to face in the same room as him. That's cool. But yeah, he's only so far tweeted about guests. I'm looking through the list now. I'm seeing Donald Mustard, who's from Epic. Ming Na Wen, who I have no idea what that's right. She's from the Book of Boba Fett.
Oh.
Jacksepticeye, Ashley Johnson, Giancarlo Esposito, Keanu Reeves, and Carrie-Anne Moss. From The Matrix. Hey, he's definitely not there to represent Cyberpunk. Though, if he can walk out and say, "You're beautiful," that would be great.
You're amazing. You're breathtaking.
You're breathtaking. That's it. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Laura Bailey.
You're amazing. That's an Alex Lloyd song. We got to get copyrighted on that too.
Yeah. No, I didn't sing it well enough. Imagine Dragons will be there, because of course they're there. Reggie Fils-Aimé's there.
What is it?
I don't know who Simu...
Is this a concert? Is this Live
he always has
Aid
musical gigs. He always has musical gigs.
Is this Live Aid or something, just bringing all your celebrities on? Hey.
He just likes wheeling. He's like Kojima. He just likes tapping on all his celebrity mates to bring him along. Simu Liu, who I don't know Actor, immigrant, UNICEF, Canada ambassador. From Shang-Chi, the Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Sting
Who is it?
is going to be there. So continuing the musical thing.
Where do they pull these people from? What's Sting
But
got to do with anything? Sting even know what
absolutely nothing.
games are?
Probably
What's a
not.
game, Sting? Or was he hoping for the stick and for some reason accidentally got Sting?
Who knows? But they're like, I rattled off a whole bunch of stuff there, but they're all guests, nothing about the games yet. So as of when we have this conversation, we know nothing about the games that may or may not be there. What do you think is going to show up?
I feel like there's going to be some big trailer for God of War, like more God of War than what we got
I don't.
previously.
Only because at this point, I feel like it may be cuts Horizon's lunch if it does that.
Oh, yes.
I feel like now
Okay.
we're like basically 2 months away from Horizon.
Okay.
They
Then,
might
if that's
try
the
and get
case,
out of their
then
own way. That's my gut
Phil
feel.
Spencer comes on with the fridge.
Good
See
start.
it in person.
Good start. Chrono Cross, that people like, there was reports about an old PlayStation classic being remade. There's now been, I don't even know what the game was. There's some mobile, I think it's a mobile game anyway, that's announced a crossover that begins the day of the Game Awards. And the crossover is with Chrono Cross. So I think that's maybe pointing at the fact that the rumors are true and that it's going to be announced at the Game Awards. Yeah, Horizon will be there. Kojima, of course.
finally
Kojima, of course.
shows that game.
Yeah.
Or just finally logs into that. Was it that app thing that didn't work? I can't remember what it was called. That's how much.
The app that didn't work.
Or that thing that everyone got angry about. I can't remember what it was called. That's how little care I have for it.
Not that E3 app. That was horrible.
Not the E3. It was something to do with Sony. I don't know what it was. I've drawn a blank.
No, don't remember. But I think you're right. Kojima will be there because, of course, he's going to be there.
Or show off the Death Stranding director's cut.
Despite the fact that it's out and there's no good reason for it. And then he adds DLC to the director's cut and everyone loses their shit.
Or was it Norman?
Norman
the
Reedus.
guy who play? Yeah, he just comes out for no reason because why not?
Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus is the game.
You start talking about the Walking Dead or something.
Yeah.
Just for no reason. Just completely ignore about what we're going to talk about
What
as
are you here
games.
for? What are you doing? Like,
Norman, what are you doing here?
get Keanu Reeves off stage. God damn it. Breath of the Wild 2 will be there. This will be the big coming out party for Breath of the Wild. I think that's the 2.5 year long game that Jeff's talking about.
Or was it
Which is a bit weird because he did have it at Game Awards years ago anyway. I think he was the one that announced, if I remember, Breath of the Wild 2. Or maybe that was E3.
I think it was E3.
He's done heaps of Breath of the Wild, original Breath of the Wild stuff, announcements for him in the past. But yeah, maybe I got that one wrong. But that'll be there. Halo will feature because this week's Halo week. The embargoes will have dropped by this point, I think.
The Warthog comes
it will
out.
have. I've been playing Halo. It's amazing. But with it being kind of launch day or launch week, they might try and drop a trailer there to get people riled up. Struggling. I don't really know what to expect, and I think that's a little bit of a result of the last 2 years being a bit of a shit show. That no one really knows kind of where games are at. Would they be at a point where they can announce something? I want to say Mass Effect, but Dragon Age is still God knows where.
We're going to get a look at the new Mass Effect TV series.
Oh,
Or the Witcher TV series.
Well, that
which is coming out around
a week after the Game Awards season 2 comes out. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, see, Henry might come out on stage, or he can come out as Geralt, or a Witcher
that'd
game.
be kind of cool.
Ooh.
Oh, they wouldn't. They wouldn't.
No, surely not.
You'd hope not. That's bad news for them. As much as I want it, that's bad news for them as a company. I'm really struggling for ideas. Because I think these last 2 years have just been such a mess that no one can really speak to anything for sure.
Nothing is guaranteed. It could. Who knows what? Just another Mario game.
Oh, The Last Night, which is that gorgeous 2D indie that Microsoft's been leveraging quite a lot over the last few years at their E3 things. I think that might show up because I think the developer, he he tweeted out about it in some way that kind of made it seem like he had something to say sometime soon, and then the tweet was deleted. So I think he might have been showing a little bit too much of a hand for the Game Awards, and then someone's got in his ear and said, "Rip that down, rip it down." I reckon maybe that's going to show up, but
maybe we get to see the new and improved Last of Us mastered, and GTA 5 remastered. Mastered.
Well, maybe they can get out, and someone from Rockstar can come out and apologise for the GTA remaster.
Yeah, get the Trevor guy out, because everyone will be scared of him.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, just get the actor. He's got nothing to do with the
nothing to do.
Geez, that's right. And then there's GTA 5 remastered. Holy shit.
Remastered.
There's a lot of GTA possibilities. Is there anything else at all that you'd even just want to see? Like we're just due. Like, show it, damn it.
Just show me some more Spider-Man 2 or something. Just get on the old Spider-Man bandwagon, considering Spider-Man's coming out in 2 weeks. Why not just get on board and show some more Spider-Man? Or Wolverine, I don't care.
Do you think we see KOTOR?
Oh, we could see KOTOR. The new and improved KOTOR on the PS5 that was released on an Xbox 20 years ago.
Yeah. Oh.
We could.
Sony pony me's loving it.
Just see the lightsaber just like in Rogue One when Darth Vader his little lightsaber just comes out. You see the same thing.
Oh, here's one for you. Hogwarts Legacy. I've been throwing that at a whole bunch of these different events. But that's coming out next year. That's got to be
forgot about it. Yeah, I hope so, because I completely forgot about it, because you just haven't heard much about it.
Like it's
a Harry Potter.
Yeah. It's a weird thing for him, because obviously there is a lot of controversy about the game. That, you know, J.K. Rowling and her very outspoken opinions and all that sort of stuff. And then they had a director that was a bit of an arsehat as well that they got rid of. But I don't think there's ever going to be a good time for them to, like, in terms of real proper optic stuff. And, like, there's never going to be the perfect time for them. There's always going to be someone's going, oh, no, but J.K. Rowling and whatever. Like, you're always going to get that person. So why not just go for the biggest stage and get in front of as many people as possible?
Yeah.
Game Awards is that.
Just get Daniel Radcliffe there too. Just might as well get the whole Harry Potter gang there, and just, even though it's got nothing to do with Harry Potter, just everyone knows, hey, it's Harry Potter.
Yeah, that does probably help. Well, we'll see if Jeff announces Daniel Radcliffe as a guest, then we know what's going on.
Yeah. Or he could be just there for no reason at all, just like us, Sting, for no reason.
We'll see something about Fortnite, because, you know, they've got the head of Epic there, so of course.
The Rock will just turn up in the actual.
Yeah, why not?
He'll just wear the actual skin or whatever he has in the game. He'll do that for sure.
Yeah, no, totally.
Because he's the Rock.
Yeah, he can get away with anything. Any other thoughts at all?
No, that's it. Just still not sure why Sting's going to be there for. We'll find out. Maybe he's going to play a song. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I'm looking forward to the orchestra thing they do every year to kind of recognise the best games of the year. Jeff always does a good job with that. So, and I'm glad that's become a staple of it in recent years. But yeah, I don't really know beyond that. I'm sure there's something really obvious that we're just not thinking of. But we've been talking 45 minutes about the other awards.
Yeah, I know. When we'll see it, we'll go, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, no Ubisoft, no Activision. I think they'll keep their noses out with the way that those companies are being treated at the moment, which maybe gives EA a good opportunity. Dead Space.
Oh yes,
that'd be kind of cool.
That would be very good. Or even
really early in development.
Or even just Mass Effect, the new one.
But again, Dragon Age is the one that's meant to come next. So Dragon Age probably needs to show up unless they go a 1-2 punch. But I don't know. That's a weird one. That whole situation. All right, we'll wrap things up there. Oh no, you were about to throw something out there. Go on.
Oh, was it?
No, you weren't. We'll wrap things up there. If you enjoyed this episode of Patch, please be sure to like, share, subscribe. All the buttons down below. Hit the notification bell. That way you're alerted to every new video the moment it goes live on the channel. That includes Patched, more Player 2 plays, Gamer School, and a whole bunch more. Visit the website, player2.net.au, for reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, links to the podcast series, the audio version of Patched, the Player 2 Pixelcast, and Dev Diary. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au, kicking a few bucks. Lower tiers, early access. Higher tiers, monthly episode exclusives. And finally, there's Twitter. Matto.
Matto_Phil.
Paul James Games for me. The website is player2au. Until next week, I hope your favourite game gets announced at the awards this year, and look forward to us never doing awards again because of how successful we'll be with this one. See ya.
If we get this all right again, then we should really retire.
We need to
from
quit.
guesses.
We need to quit. The patch to the show is dead. Like, if it doesn't come back next week, it's because we smashed it. Or we have one more episode to say, fuck you guys, we got it, and then out.
Going out with a bang.
Yeah. See you later.